All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Houston Rockets Daily. Guys, if you enjoy this video, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Cam Reddish last night had a career night, 36 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 12 of 24 from the field, and then 6 of 10 from downtown. So I made a video a couple of days ago about the Rockets possibly making a trade for Cam Reddish. This actually might happen, and so the reason I wanted to make another video about this is because Jalen Green just so happened to follow him on Instagram yesterday. Obviously, you know, I don't really want to look too much into that. I don't think it's really a big deal or anything, but Cam Reddish would actually, I think, be perfect for this Houston Rockets team. I'm not convinced that Jae'Sean Tate can ever really play small forward. I mean, I think you would have to, especially on this Houston Rockets team, you would have to mix around some stuff because Jae'Sean cannot play the 3, Christian Wood cannot play the 4, and Daniel Tice can't play the 5. Like, those 3 in the same lineup, it's not going to work. It is not going to work. Jae'Sean Tate at the 4, Christian Wood at the 5, I like that a lot. I like Jae'Sean Tate at that power forward position a lot more because that's just what he's more comfortable with. That's what he played 4 years of college at. That's where he played 2 years overseas at. So I think Jae'Sean power forward is the best call. And I look at a guy like Cam Reddish, who is having the best season of his career. 3 years into his NBA career, he's only 22 years old. He's been kind of devastated from injuries. Last year, season-ended injury. But his efficiency this year is just a lot better. He's actually got a player efficiency rating of 14.5, and on his career, it's only 10.2. This season, he's also averaging a career high 12 points per game, 2.6 rebounds, and then he is also shooting above his career averages, 41% from the field, which, you know, isn't that great, and then 40% from downtown, and that's a big reason why I like him as well. But particularly, this is a player, I think, a low-risk, high-reward type of guy. Cam Reddish, ever since he got to Duke, he'll show flashes like this, but then the next night he'll throw up a dud. You know what I'm saying? It's just there hasn't been any consistency so far in his career, and I would have to say the Atlanta Hawks, I don't think, are really helping that case. I mean, he's in the 3rd year of his NBA career. Last season, he was averaging about 29 minutes. He barely played last year, 26 games. Year before that, got injured as well, but was still playing 27 minutes. This year, he's only playing 23 minutes on the Hawks team. And the thing with Atlanta is all of a sudden, because they made the Eastern Conference Finals last season, they are in win-now mode. They are trying to compete. They're trying to win a championship, and they have a hell of a roster. Trae Young, John Collins, Clint Capella, kind of their big guys, but top to bottom, they're a very good basketball team. So that's where the Houston Rockets enter the chat. Now, Atlanta, like I said, they're in win-now mode. So Cam Reddish, 22 years old, I don't know if they're necessarily like desperate to trade him away. I would imagine they're not desperate to trade him away because he does have value. But I would imagine at the same time that they are looking for something in return to help get them to that next level to continue leveling up in this Eastern Conference, because the Atlanta Hawks are really struggling this year and they're devastated by COVID right now. So where does he fit on the Houston Rockets? He fits perfectly at number 3. And like I said, because of his rookie contract, you don't have Cam Reddish for very long. So it's not like you have him for 1 year, but you have enough of a time period, a year and a half, for him to get comfortable, see his potential, and know moving forward, is this the guy? I think in this season, this upcoming draft, I think the Rockets, they're hopefully going to be a top 5 pick, and it's a pretty guard-heavy draft. It's a pretty guard and big man-heavy draft. There's not too many forwards, so this could be a pretty solid option because he fits right there at number 3. Now, I already know what some people are going to say. What about Garrison Matthews? Garrison Matthews cannot keep up Gary Bird for the rest of the season. There's a 0% chance that happens. You see it when we go out of Houston, he turns into normal Garrison Matthews. He does provide some value. He's getting better on the road, getting a little bit more comfortable on the road. But some games he'll just throw up complete duds on the road. So Garrison, in my opinion, is more of a 8th to 10th man in the rotation just for extra depth. Good shooting player, hustle guy, solid defender. The hustle really makes up for what he lacks on defense and his kind of athleticism. But very good three-point shooter, so I don't view him as our like long-term small forward, and I hope you guys don't as well. I'm looking for a star, I'm looking for a superstar, I'm looking for a franchise type of player. So with Cam Reddish, he'd be able to come onto this roster. He'd be able to play over 30 minutes. He'd be able to get the most minutes he's ever gotten in his career. And like I said, shot 40% from downtown, or he's shooting 40% from downtown this season. So he's going to help stretch that floor, so you're not having like a Jay Sean, Christian Wood, and Tice issue. I think it's a really good move. Defensively, very good basketball player. The Rockets are a horrible defensive team. They might be the worst defensive team in the league, although that might be the Detroit Pistons. We suck at defense, and we're really sucking at defense right now. These teams keep scoring 100 points in 3 quarters. That's unacceptable. That is literally unacceptable. That means they're scoring more than 30 in each quarter to start the game. That cannot be happening. So a guy like Cam Reddish, who has defensive skill along with defensive potential, I think he would fit pretty well on this Houston Rockets roster. So that's really it for today, guys. Just wanted to make another Cam Reddish video because this might actually happen, and if it were to happen, I would be happy. I think I would be happy. At the same time, hopefully they'd still be able to find a spot for KJ Martin on that bench, because that is the downside with this trade. Is first off, who are we giving up? You know, who are we going to be giving up in this trade? Are we going to be giving up Eric Gordon? Are we going to be receiving a first? Are we going to be giving a first? A lot of the logistics would kind of make or break this trade, but just the idea of getting Cam Reddish on the Rockets, I would be very happy about that. You know, we deal with all the details once that were to actually happen, but they'd be able to find a way. They always do. So that's it for today, guys. Hit that like button, hit that sub button. Peace.